good, no pretending, no fakes, empty promises and no cliches. But I'm here for you day by day. If the situation changed, I would not, I'll stay right until the wheels fall off, no matter what it costs. Understand that you got a friend in me. Oh, you got a friend in me. Oh, life can get you down, turn and frown, but you got a friend in me. Oh, you got a friend in me.
Hello, Jamaica. This is the Reverend Dr. Orlando Wright, pastor of the Mount Nebo Circuit of Baptist Churches, Guys here, St. Catherine, Jamaica. You're listening to VCM Radio. Keep it locked.
Turbulence is the price you pay for flying high. So whenever you're flying...
Yes, my friend, welcome back. Welcome back. I think we might have fixed that problem with the YouTube. I'm going to be asking my engineer just to confirm the fix. Can you confirm that it has been fixed? Yeah, it should be. It should be. All right. So for those of you, just go back to the browser, and you should find us there. All right. Just go back to the browser. Okay. All right. So that has been confirmed that it has been fixed. Just go back to the browser and you'll be able to log in. And I'm waiting here for you. We are making preparation to go down to Nairobi, Kenya, and just to speak with Pastor Emma Muranga. There's a lot that we want to talk about this morning. Oh yes, a lot we want to talk about this morning. I see those keys just confirmed that, Pastor, we have hit the 300 mark. Is that what you're saying, Pastor Sister Keys? Let me see. She said, "Good morning, Rev." She said we can ask that we try to enter the new year with 300 subscribers. All right. Okay. All right. Good. All right. I like that idea too. It's a great one. We can really try to see if we can hit the 300 mark for this new year. That's not a bad idea at all. It's not at all. Now, there are some persons who are celebrating birthday today, and I just want to give a big shout out to some of the birthday peeps. And today is my daughter's birthday. Today is Janelle's birthday. Yes. Today is Janelle's birthday. Well, Janelle, happy birthday to you, and I pray that God will continue to use you and continue to bless you and to just shine His face upon you and grant you His peace. Now, I'm going to. Oh yes. Okay, I saw that. Thank you, Brother Harrison, our engineer, just showing us that. Oh, we got some problem here. I think we may have fixed that, bro. Can you confirm? Can you confirm that it is fixed? I'd love to move on, but I just want to make sure that we fix that problem there. All right, just make sure we fix that problem there. All right, so today is Janelle's birthday, and I'm going to be talking to her. All right, yeah, and I know that there are many of you who'd like to say happy birthday to her too. I await the entry of Pastor Emma, and then we're definitely going to be getting on. But let me ask you though, are you really thinking about New Year's resolution as opposed to I would want to, let me see if I can find a word for it. Okay, so rather than talking about New Year's resolution, what about a New Year's stripping? Maybe we can find a better word for it rather than saying a New Year's stripping. But what about that? Huh? What about getting rid of all of those bad ways that we have? Because every year we talk about New Year's resolution and try to fix things for us as we'd like to say. But I don't think we really should be thinking about making no resolution. If any resolution you're going to make one to get rid of your bad ways. Those things that has held you down, weigh you down heavily. Yeah, those are the things that you really have to think about getting rid of. And so I encouraged the church yesterday, and I really want to encourage persons this morning. Find a way to strip yourself of some of those bad behavior that you have. A lot of us have been carrying some of those bad behavior. Now, you cannot take them over into 2021. No. You've got to strip yourself of those things and make sure that you are going to do better than you have done in previous years. You have to do that. All right. So make sure you get ready with that and prepare yourself for the new year, because there's a lot that is coming up, and I'm telling you, we've got to be ready for it. We have online Pastor Emma Muranga. I'm going to be bringing her in at this time, and we're going to be talking about some of what we can expect for the new year. I'm sure that Pastor Emma will have her own opinion on what the new year is going to look like. Well, remember now, we're just talking about what it's going to look like. We don't know. Pastor Emma, good morning to you. Welcome to DCM Radio and DCM TV. Another day. It's a great day. We're counting down on 2020. We're looking up in the face of 2021. And I'm sure, like myself, you have some expectation of good things to happen, unlike those who are very much concerned about what they're supposed to be faring. How are you this morning, Pastor Emma?
Good morning, Reverend Fitzroy.
Good morning to you. I am doing fine. And you?
I am also doing fine, and I thank God so far. He is Ebenezer.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, how was your weekend? Tell me, how was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. For me, it has just been a very calm weekend. And 2 days ago, one of the wives of my brother's wife, rather, asked to get Levite, my son, and have my son play around with her children wherever they are right now. So that has been one of my best gifts over Christmas, when you have a brother whose wife can say, give me that boy, so that he is not lonely. That is something to thank God for. So that is how my weekend has been, and he's still in the custody of my brother's wife. Of course, my brother is far away from his family.
Yes.
But this woman is just amazing.
Wow.
He has made my weekend. You asked what my weekend was.
Yes.
Very few wives or brothers would do that.
Wow.
And it has been such a blessing to me. I'm left to meditate, think, plan, strategize, think through, a lot of quiet time with myself and God as we wait on Him for what He has kept in store for us. The Word of God says, no ear has heard, nor even eye seen what the Lord has kept for they that love the Lord. So I cannot even imagine what God will do, because no ear has heard. Imagine all the testimonies we have had on the face of the earth, that what God is keeping for us, no ear has heard.
Wow.
Imagine the things people have seen and marveled at God, that what God has for us, no eye has seen. So that has been my... Yes.
Yeah. Well, Pastor Emma, the 28th of...
time.
Yes. Go ahead.
No, it was just a wonderful, nice time. And one of the things I did on Christmas evening is to trim my hair.
You haven't visited your father yet, have you?
No, he's far away, very far away. Over
I know
1,000
you
kilometers.
have not, because if you did, he will say, "Why you call it off for?"
You remember the story?
Yes. I remember the story.
Oh my God. So, yeah, I just decided that I want to get into the new year with a new look.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. Okay, I realize my camera is not coming on. I will have to fix this. We're going to go for a break, Pastor Emma. Let's go for a break, and then when I come back, because listen, this morning is a real challenging morning. I'm not sure what's going on. I see the screen twisting in some kind of ways and all kind of craziness going on. But let's just go for a break, and let me see if I can fix my camera, and then I'll come right back, okay? All right, stay tuned. Soon come back.
Are you interested in a company that specializes in residential and commercial cleaning, housekeeping, interior decorating, lawn and yard cutting, fence trimming, ironing services, and wash and drying services? Look no more. Dust Buster Cleaning Services and Laundromat is here for you, where cleaning is our priority. Yes, sirree, Dust Buster Cleaning Services and Laundromat will take the hassle away from you. Leave it to us. For appointment and bookings, call Pauline in Jamaica at 876-886-9630. That's 876-886-9630, where cleaning is our priority.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are live on DCM Radio and also on DCM TV. I'm your host, Reverend Fitzgerald Williams, and with me is my very co-host. Oh my God, I tell you, when you come on to Pastor Emma, it's hard to find adjective. You know, I'm telling you, she is a very stunning person. She is very energetic, very vibrant, and I tell you, she just, I tell you, you have to look hard for adjective to describe Pastor Emma. She is the one and only Emma Murango from Nairobi, Kenya. Pastor Emma, now I think I can see you can see me, right?
Just before we go on, I am sure this is going to make Pastor Sophie very happy.
Okay.
And Janelle very happy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janelle. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday, Mama's baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Janelle. Some to know that you were born today, and I think I was one of the very first people to write a happy birthday on your Facebook timeline, and you saw it and responded, and I was very happy. Happy birthday, baby girl. Enjoy yourself. Jibambe, jirushe, smile, eat something good, ask some little money from mama and papa, and go to some KFC, take an ice cream on my behalf. God bless.
That's right. Today is Janelle's birthday and we celebrate with her. Thank you, Pastor Emma. And she's listening, I'm sure she's taking in all of that. And you know,
I love celebrating people, Reverend Fitzgerald, and you know it.
Yes, I know you do.
I just love celebrating people's birthdays, people's wedding anniversaries, people's marriages. I do that because I'm trusting God for mine one day.
That's right.
You can never get what you don't appreciate.
That's right.
I just love people and just seeing them have fun. It makes me so happy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I was trying to see if I could get Janelle online this morning, but you know, I guess she's too tired to come online. But we want to say happy birthday to you, and may God continue to bless and keep you. So persons might be wondering, oh, where is Janelle? Can we see her? All right then. So let me just break that. Okay, so I'm going to let you see her in the other screen over there. That is Janelle right now, standing over there. So happy birthday to you. May God continue to bless and keep you as you continue to lift up the name of Jesus. Let me make sure Pastor Emma can see her too. All right, so that is Janelle over there. Pastor Emma, you can see her, right?
Oh, she's wearing yellow like mama.
Yes, so that is Janelle all decked out there in her yellow attire. And let me just get her up, Pastor Emma, so you can see her far much closer. That's it now, Pastor. You can see her, huh? Yes?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, so happy birthday to you, Janelle. May God continue to bless and keep you as you continue to lift up the name of Jesus, continue to serve him, continue to be faithful to him, and continue to be an example to all those that you have come into contact with. I know that you will continue to do that. and to shine that light so that others will see. Let me just check our social media pages to see if we're getting any birthdays coming over for Janelle. No, not yet. Okay. All right. Not yet. I guess many of the persons may have signed out and have not gotten a chance to come back in. All right. But because we had to fix that problem this morning, Pastor Emma, I tell you, I don't know if you saw the way the broadcast was coming over. Oh, it was crazy. All right. But happy birthday to you, and may God continue to bless and keep you. So, Pastor Emma, here we are today. The 28th day of December. So we just have a few days to go. And I'm hearing a number of things. I heard that there is a new stream of the coronavirus that is different from the one that we're experiencing now. And that it is mutating. The virus is mutating, and it is coming stronger than it was before. Now, that in and of itself has plunged a lot of persons into fear. Now, I tell you, I'm still just so happy and enjoying my Jesus. I have no problem with what Corona wants to do, how it wants to mutate, whatever it is doing. But here we are, Pastor Emma, preparing for a new year. And a number of persons are thinking that 2021 is going to be their deliverer out of 2020. Now, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you heard or what's going on, from your vantage point. But how can we prepare ourselves? I taught this morning from Philippians chapter 4, where the Apostle Paul makes some recommendation, gives us nice virtues or nice 9 attributes that we should think on. Pastor Emma, how do you really believe that we should be crossing over? Let me just say before you speak that generally people make what is called New Year's resolution, and they're always writing what is it that they're going to acquire, right? Never take the time to write what they're going to lose. Nobody writes a New Year's resolution and talks about what they're going to lose. It's always what they're going to get. I'm suggesting, Pastor Emma, that the New Year resolution does 2 things. 1, prepare our minds, and 2, drop off some of those bad behavior that we've been carrying for years. Pastor Emma, what is Emma's view on this matter?
I'm laughing at the word Emma's view. First and foremost, I will say something that I've mentioned before, which is a new year can never be new if you have the old mindset.
Oh, Lord. You need to say that one more time, Pastor M. Oh, no, you got to say that one more time. Oh, you can't say that once and leave it there. You have to say it one more time.
A new year can never be new if you have the old mindset.
Wow.
Nothing new is going to happen on the 1st of 2021 or on the June or July or September of 2021. If you carry the mindset of 2020 into 2021, it then, in other words, a new year is a continuation of the old year if you have the same mindset.
Wow.
As a man thinketh in his heart,
so is
he. Romans 12 verse 2, do not be conformed to the standards of this world, but be ye renewed in your mind, that you may know the perfect will of God.
The perfect and acceptable will of God.
But this comes by the renewing of the
mind. That's right.
We will not even know the will of God for 2021 when our mindset is not renewed. We will not know the perfect will of God when our mindset is not renewed.
That's right.
We will not move into what God wants us to do when we are conformed to the standards of this world. So a new year. New is a word.
That's right.
But practicality of that newness in our lives depends on our mindset.
My Lord.
For there to be seen that new thing. And when we talk about our mindset, we are also talking about the past.
That's right.
And God is asking, I'm doing a new thing. Can't you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Do not dwell on the things of the past, because I'm making rivers in the desert. I'm making a way where there seems to be no way. So our mindset for 2021 is crucial.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you've talked of behavior and character, and it all emanates from the mind.
That's right.
I happened to be somewhere with my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, as we were just walking. She was escorting me out after we finished what we were doing. And there was one hotel building, beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
And there was opposite the road, another building opposite the gate
That's right.
of this hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a shanty, written off, broken down, ugly and dirty, ruined, to the point whereby when a whirlwind comes, not a hurricane, a whirlwind,
Yes.
it can carry it. But opposite this thing, 5 steps between the two buildings.
Mm-hmm.
One is so wretched and the other one is so magnificent. And I stopped my brother's wife. And because I love to teach with illustrations, and
Yes.
I see sermons everywhere I'm walking, I see a topic to make a sermon. I told my brother's wife, do you see these two buildings? And that they are opposite each other?
Mm-hmm.
And both of them are hotels. And on this side, we have people driving in, going to buy food,
Yes.
getting into the swimming pool.
Yes.
And on this other side, there are people walking there on foot, holding the plates even as they walk, as they eat around the building. Why do we have those two different kinds of buildings? It is the mindset that created them.
That's right. That's right.
The composition of what was in the brain and filtered into the mindset
Mm-hmm.
that produced the two buildings.
Wow.
What we are today, Reverend, even as we speak right now,
Yes.
is what we thought about yesterday,
That's right.
the day before yesterday, last month, last week, last year,
Mm-hmm.
all that, 2 years ago. What we are today is what we thought about in our recent past, near past, or longer past.
Yes.
What we will become in the future is what we are thinking now.
That's right.
What we will become in 2021 is what we are thinking now.
Wow.
So my question to the listeners and viewers is this: what are you thinking? Because even before somebody daggers the other one with a knife, they have thought about it.
Yes. Yes.
They have contemplated it, nurtured it, executed in the brain,
Mm-hmm.
and only came to the ground to do the deal. Even the house where you live right now, you listener and viewer, it is as a result of your thought yesterday. You made up your mind and said, I'm going to shift from that house to this other house. Stop paying that amount and pay this amount. You thought about it and then took a step to get into the house where you are right now, including the food you eat in the evening. It's as a result of your mind.
That's right.
Even the clothes we wear. So I don't understand why someone can be on the road in a very short dress and you keep pulling it up. What are you pulling? Before you went on the road, you knew it was short.
My God.
What is it you're pulling now when we call you in front of the church to make a greeting? What are you pulling? By the time you got out of that house, you made up a choice to wear that short dress. You made up your mind to eat that food. You made up your mind to go to that place. So this is the thing, our mindset. So, Reverend, you have asked me a very difficult question concerning 2021. 2021 is not going to change if our mindset is not changed. And by the time we get to date 3, date 10, Reverend,
yes,
you will see some people still living the way they lived in 2020 because the mindset is the same. But there are people whom we will see a big change because the mindset changed.
Yes.
Is it not interesting, Reverend, that there are people whom you saw in 2009 living in a certain place, and they are still there to date?
Still there.
With the same lifestyle. So new years have come, but nothing new happened to them.
That's right.
Maybe we lived in their neighborhood and we even shifted and went elsewhere, but they're still in the same place.
That's right.
Doing the same thing, fighting the same things. And somebody else came from the same locality, was a drunkard, gave their life to Jesus Christ, got themselves a job, live elsewhere, and the character has totally changed.
Wow.
It began in the minds.
Yes.
So 2021, I don't know about other fellowships because God gives every fellowship a word that will guide them.
That's right.
That may be different from the other fellowship because we are in different localities, we are in different geographical positions, and we are also handling a different vision. God has given people different vision to different people.
Yes.
So I don't know about other fellowships, but what I know is that God is speaking. For us, and Ruth women, it is a year to sow as eagles. And for you to sow as an eagle, you have to change some friends that cause you to have bad behavior. Because you can never sow, an eagle can never sow in the company of a chicken or a duck. Because the duck can only go up to so far. Not to insult anyone, but eagles have a clear side. So if we are not going to change the way we see things in the spirit, then we will not be they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
That's right.
And mount up with wings as eagles. There's a company of people you can be in that will break your wings.
That's
to
right.
a point whereby you can't get out of the ground. An eagle, scientifically they say it gets to a place where it's about to die. And at that point, its lifespan depends on its rebirth process. So it either dies or does a rebirth, which is very painful.
Yes.
Before it can add 40 years to its lifespan to make a total of 70 years. So it goes and knocks its mouth on a rock, several, until that beak comes down. And it stays in isolation for 5 months to grow another beak before it can go back to the public. It has to take time to shed off its old feathers that are becoming heavier on it in order for it to soar and to be able to soar very high. So when we talk about soaring, we are also talking about challenges. Because an eagle does not soar without a storm. When there is a storm, Reverend, this is flying.
Yes.
But soaring, you just position the wings like that. And the storm is the one that keeps throwing you up in the air. It is the eagle just keeps gliding. The storm keeps throwing the eagle up and above. But before the eagle does that, it locates when the storm is coming. And then when it locates when the storm is coming, it pierces through the storm to go above the storm. Because as the storm does this, it keeps pushing it higher and higher and higher and higher. But it has to identify the storm first. If it doesn't identify the storm and the storm begins, it cannot penetrate through. The storm will throw it anywhere, anyhow. So 2021, let me say this to address Naomi Ruth women, and the rest of the fellowships can borrow a leaf. 2021 is a year that is going to have storms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you must locate the storm first. Rise above it.
Yeah.
For that storm to push you higher. If it gets you unaware, because you are either not fellowship, you are not reading the word, you're not praying, you're not, you're not doing all those things that we do to get strength in God.
That's
It
right.
will kick you off your feet and throw you in every direction. So because of the rebirth process, it is also a time to shed off certain character traits from our lives. It is also a year for us to do away with the behavior that does not give God glory.
That's
because
right.
in the rebirth, there is the plucking of the feathers. It is a time to circumcise our mouths if the eagle has to hit its beak. And it is also a time to grow a new beak. So our speech must change.
That's right. Has to change. Has to change. Has to change.
So many more things about the eagle, Reverend, but the truth of the matter is this. You just mentioned something about the coronavirus, and as believers, as we continue waiting upon the Lord, it may not be easy, but it is doable. If we take our place in God.
Yeah.
Because God is above every challenge. God is above every storm. And God is above every science. Whatever the enemy is planning with humanity, if the church is going to rise up and pray in the silent places, quiet pavilion places, God will make an intervention because he honors his word. The enemy can plan anything. The Bible says they shall fight against you, but they will not prevail. So we cannot stop the fighting. The fighting will be there, but it will not prevail over the church.
That's right. And we have to
However,
have...
we can, yes.
We have to have... Yes, I was just about to say, we have to have that right mindset. While you were talking about the way we think, my mind goes back to something I learned while I was in law enforcement. And it talks about, Pastor Emma, the elements of a crime. You know, when I was learning that, it just like never drive home to me. But now, listening to you, I understand. It talks about the element of a crime. And in the element of a crime, you have two things. Most crime consists of two broad elements. One is called mens rea, and the other is called actus reus, right? Now, the mens reus and the actus reus, the mens reus means to have a guilty mind. See, Pastor Emma, all of it is here. The mens rea has to do with having a guilty mind. But then, the rationale beyond the rule is that it is wrong for society to punish those who innocently cause harm. However, actus reus, I think that's how it's called, actus reus. This one literally means a guilty act, and generally refers to an overt act in furtherance of a crime. And this one, requiring an overt act as part of a crime, means that the society has chosen to punish only bad deeds and not thoughts. What is the essence of this? Pastor Emma, the thoughts that we have in our minds, if we can control them, not to allow them to become an overt act, it simply means that we will not be punished for our behavior. Why do you think the Bible says, gird up the loins of your minds, and let this mind that was in Christ be also in you? Pastor Emma, you and I know, we are pastors, and there are times when thoughts come to our minds that we have to dismiss it. It's not that they don't come because we're pastors and those thoughts doesn't come to our mind. They do come. But what we do when they come, we have to dismiss them. And so you are dead on right. If you and I, if we're all going to go over into the new year, we have to have a change of mindset. Because for many of us, I'm telling you, our mind has ruined our lives and has caused us to develop behavioral problems that is stifling the Christ out of us. Oh, Pastor Hammer, I don't want to keep talking.
So our mindset is crucial.
It is.
To, if anything new is going to happen in the new year, like the economic status of many nations, if not all, has changed.
Yes, certainly has.
Yes, the way, even if you look at the flights, the way the seats are arranged, like the flights, the small flights that had 2 people on this side and 2 people on this side, they are no longer that way. They have undone the whole thing and they have one, and one in the middle.
Wow.
It's no longer 4-4 because of the social distancing thing. So even our public system, the buses, there's a change in several of those mini buses and the very big buses. It also used to be 2-2. Now it is 1 middle and left.
Wow.
And all these people are adjusting to the situation that we have right now worldwide. Some people have been laid off. Some have been retrenched. People have lost jobs. I happened to visit a friend of mine in a certain hotel that was just trying to come up, and the chairs, that's the hotel industry.
Yes.
The chairs have been put on the tables upside down because there's no customer.
Wow.
And all the reason why they are open is to use the conference halls. And that is happening everywhere. So there is a shift that took place. Yet people are not even aware of it. So to be in business and do business as usual, the way you did it in the past, is to live in darkness. You're living in darkness. If you're going to do business the way you did it at the beginning of the year or last year, because the shift already took place, it is your duty to understand what is happening where you are, what is it that is happening wherever else you are, and ask the Lord to give you insight into how to be able to fit in this corrupt world, remain in God, keep your testimony, and live by faith.
Yes, that's right.
Because as we speak, this is when that word will be fulfilled in our lives, that the just shall live by faith.
Yes.
And that does not mean the just shall live by their means. You can spend within your means, but you must live by faith.
That's right.
So there's a difference between living and spending. You may spend within your means because that is the salary that you get.
That's right.
But we live by faith, whereby even our livelihood, the provision comes over and above that salary.
I'm going to say something. I like that. How many persons know that living within your means mean that, as Pastor Emma says, you only spend what you get? But living by faith mean that you can supersede that by far. Oh, goodness. When you live by faith, you drive vehicle that you cannot afford. You live in houses that you don't buy. Oh, you get to
live in houses that you did not build.
Yes. That is living by faith.
Yes.
Oh my God. If we only know, Pastor Emma, the power and the reward of living by faith, I don't think nobody would live outside of faith. No wonder why the devil is trying to keep us away from that.
Yes. So that's why I'm talking about the shift that has taken place. And it is important for us to understand that the shift has taken place and is still taking place in a very big way. When you hear that there's a new strand of coronavirus, you need to know that there's a new level coming of faith.
That's right. Come on now.
Faith is in a measure.
Come on now.
Because Paul says that it is given to each and every one of us a measure of faith.
That's right.
So it is in a measure. That is why the disciples told Jesus Christ, increase our faith.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So that is supposed to dictate to us that there is a new level
that is required
of faith and is required of us.
Yes.
Difficult things cause you to believe God in a bigger way.
Yeah.
Because you have no choice. You either believe in God or believe in God. Reverend, I'll crack a joke for you.
Yeah, because I have a thought here too as you talk about the measure of faith. I have a thought here, but give me the joke first.
I'm not saying Africans are better.
Okay.
I hope I will not be misunderstood.
If you are, I'll correct it for them.
Our viewers, they know I use illustrations. They will not misunderstand.
That's right.
An American preacher. I think I'll send you that link so that you can listen to it and be able to laugh well. I'm sure Pastor Sophie will love it.
All right.
An American preacher was preaching.
Yes.
He's preaching in that link and says, sorry, Americans who are listening to me, I don't have anything against you because this is an American who was talking about Americans.
All right. You're just quoting.
Just quoting. And he said, I've never been to America. I don't know how they do their thing, but at least I know how Africans do it.
All right.
I only watch Americans on video. This American man of God said this. I'll send you that link, Reverend.
Okay.
After this.
All right.
He said, if you want to see or hear how people, trust God for intervention on difficult situations, you see, like warlocks, like the Obi man, inaction, and throwing scarves at you in a meeting until you have a headache, you can't preach. If you want to see the fire of prayer, and I'm not saying Americans don't pray. He said this.
Yeah, I get it. Quote him.
He said,
yeah.
If you want to see it, go to Africa.
Okay. You see, and let me just give some clarity to that. What she's saying that Africans have a different level of expression.
Thank you for making easier.
Yes.
I was getting viewers that are viewing right now. I wouldn't like to lose any of them because of what I say.
Now, so you
then
see,
he said,
different level of expression.
Then he said, he gave an illustration. He said, when Americans want to handle certain things, the government of America has made it comfortable for them, and that is why everybody around the world always desires to go to America to look for greener pastures. Reverend, that is known worldwide. People take green cards to go to America because they want to make their lives a little better, isn't it?
That's right. Yes. Oh, yes. Certainly, that's the truth.
But it doesn't mean when they get there, life becomes better. It's again mindset.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's not better. Things might be better around them, but I'm telling you, it's not better for them because, listen, the sacrifice that they have to make for that better life.
Yes. So he said the American government has put it in such a way that the Americans have that privilege of health care. Reverend, do you understand what I mean by health care?
Oh, yeah, certainly do.
Yeah, you have your sister in America, so you understand what I'm saying.
Well, we can talk about the Obamacare and Medicare and a whole lot of other care.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Then he said, for some Africans, they don't have it. So when they are sick, my friend, they are trusting God for healing. Is not two way. Father, heal me.
Yeah.
It's either do or die.
That requires faith.
Because there's no cover, there's no nothing. All they are doing is just, God come through for me. So in some cases, not all, but in some cases, the faith grows very high to trust God for that healing until God comes.
Pastor Emma, put it this way. For an American, the end result will be the FATE. But for an African, the end result will be the FAITH.
Thank you, Reverend.
I guess that's what the preacher was saying.
Thank you for interjecting. Thank you. So, let me just give an illustration to my American sisters and brothers who are listening. At the age of 25, I was preaching in a certain town in our nearby country here by the name Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
And that time we used to have what we call tapes. Reverend, do you remember tapes?
Yes.
When playing music, you don't use a name card, you know. There
That's
was
right.
a certain thing, square you put in a machine.
Yes.
You remember?
Yeah.
So I did some music.
Keep talking. I'm going to get one for you. I'll show you one. I'll go get one now. I think I have one here.
I did one to my name and it had 12 songs. So when I went to this town to preach, I saw, you're going to get one. Reverend has left the studio. Pastor Sophie, come and help me. He has gone to get the tape. Oh my God.
I'm here.
Thank God for Pastor Sophie. Always stand by. You have it with you, Reverend?
I'm here, Pastor Emma. I'm here. It's coming up, all right? It's coming up. I'm going to show you. It's coming up.
So, let me give you the story of that thing.
Okay.
So when I'm talking this because of the new coronavirus that is coming.
That's right.
The one you mentioned. Now, I went to this town and sold my tapes to the people.
Okay.
Because when I'm traveling, I also do some business here and there to just generate some little income for me, personal upkeep and what have you. So I was selling those at age 26.
Yes.
And the following day when I came to the crusade, and crusades in Africa are not in a building.
That's right.
Because in America, I hear crusades and then you see people in a huge auditorium, they're calling it a crusade. For us, a crusade is outside.
A large open land. Looking straight at the moon.
For them, they're in a building, they're in a balcony, and they're in the basement. They're calling it a crusade.
Oh, Lord.
For us, a crusade is in a field.
Yes.
Okay. It rains, you remain there, you sing and become dry, and continue preaching.
You go nowhere. You stay there.
Stay there.
Oh, my God.
Now that is a crusade.
Now, I'm going to show you something.
I used to hear Benin crusades, and I'm wondering, where is the crusade?
So hear me. I got a little tape player right here.
Go.
So,
I've seen it.
you see, you put the cassette in
That
right
one.
here. That's the
That
one.
one.
And you close
That
it.
one. Yes.
Oh,
that one.
Oh, see the cassette there? Look at the cassette.
That one. Yes, that is the cassette.
Listen, this is treasure, you know that? This is treasure. You can't get this nowhere. I reserve the right to keep one of these. Pastor Emma, this is treasure, you know that? This is antique stuff.
Reverend, you made my day.
Maybe I could sell this for $1 million right now. It's antique. Pastor Emma, look, a lot of our kids don't know this. Bring the camera closer. Come on, bring the camera closer. Look at this. Look at this. They don't know this. Oh, okay. Give me a close-up shot. Give me a close-up shot. I want to show them. Give me a close-up shot. Yeah, look at this.
Where's Pastor Sophie?
This is what is this now? This is a cassette. All right. It has something in there like a film, and it rolls and it gets on the head of the thing, and then it produces sound. But you got to put this inside here. So you see, this is what Pastor Emma talking about right here.
It's making noise.
All right, I got one, Pastor Emma. I got one. See, I got one. I can record stuff. All right, I can record stuff.
Today you come with the best teaching aid. Today you really became a teacher.
Yeah.
Today you are not a police officer.
No. Teaching today. The real. Oh my Lord! I don't think the person see what I was showing you. So let me go back. So this is a cassette. Okay. So this is a cassette. And you put it in this player. See that? This is a Radio Shack one. I could sell this for, I realized I didn't see it, so I'm kind of like showing them again, okay? So this is what Pastor Emma is talking about here. Pastor Emma, listen, I don't even know if Janelle know this, right? I don't think Janelle know this. She's too young for this.
The present generation, they don't know that one.
They don't know this, Pastor Emma. This is old school. This is our stuff.
Yes.
Right there. Good to go. Play it. Ready to go. Yeah, that's it, Pastor Emma. That's it. This is what you're talking about right here. I got it.
Yes, and thank you for bringing it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for bringing it, because I don't know what I was going to explain to this present generation.
You see, you were like speaking Chinese. They said a cassette. She said, "What did you say? A cassette? What's a cassette?" Oh, they thought you said a casket. So who plays a casket?
They were wondering this casket.
Yeah, that's what they thought you said. So I'm glad that the Lord made this available. So listen, much clarity was given. They were befuddled by what you said when you said cassette.
At least they have the image now.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
At least they have it. Thank you for making my work easier.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
So, Reverend, when I went to this town and sold the cassette, and you know that the cassette used to have your face.
Yes. I'm laughing because you emphasize the cassette and not the casket.
So it needed to have the singer's face. It also have the list of songs. So there is side A and side B.
Yes.
6/6 or 5/5. Some people would do 7/7 if their songs are shorter.
Okay.
It used to go for 60 minutes on either side. 30 minutes on either side. So when I sold those cassettes, the following day, all the people that I had sold to the cassette, brought it back, Reverend. And they complained of two things. One, it was not playing in any of their machines.
Oh Lord.
Number two, my face was missing.
Oh Lord.
No face at all, and where there was the face and the songs is completely white.
Oh my Lord.
And you know what that is? And you have already taken the money. Maybe you have used part of the money.
That's probably
and they want a refund.
That's trouble right there now.
I'm going to get you to the new strand of coronavirus that is coming. So, and of course they came with a lot of fury.
Yes.
Like you sold them something that is fake. And this was on the second day. It was a Wednesday because we began on a Tuesday. So this is what I did.
Yes.
I was not a preacher as such at that time. I used to do a lot of praise and worship and teach the word in a small way. I was not really so confident, but I would still teach.
Yes.
So they come and they're complaining, and that's the time I'm supposed to go to the pulpit to lead praise and worship before the meeting begins. Already my self-esteem has gone down. My confidence has gone down. And now they feel like I robbed them.
Oh, my Lord.
Now, I'm talking about a measure of faith.
That's right. Come on now.
Where you have to ask God to increase your faith like the disciples in the coming thing that is being announced on the international media houses in the name of coronavirus. There is nothing God cannot do. There is no answer to a prayer God cannot answer.
That's
when
right.
we have faith.
That's right.
Reverend, this is what I told them. I cannot come here all the way from Nairobi to lie to you. That is before I led the worship. If I sold you any cassette and it is not playing and you don't have it here, you left it at home, I want to give you 30 minutes to go back home and bring it.
Wow.
And I'm speaking it out of faith. I don't even know what God is going to do.
Wow.
So, in my spirit, I told God, increase my faith. I am weak. I cannot trust you like I ought to. Teach me and increase my faith.
Yes.
Prove yourself to be faithful. I have never lied to anyone using these cassettes. Come and defend me, because they who call upon you shall never be put to shame.
That's right.
Remove the shame in my life. And I told those that had the cassettes to put them on the pulpit at my feet, because I was standing on a raised pulpit. I told them, put it here. Then I called the praise and worship back up. And I told those that have cassettes at home to go home and bring them. And when they come, put them on the pulpit. And I started leading praise. And I led worship, Reverend. And
Yes.
it took us 1 hour on that game. Praise and worship, 1 hour. When we finished and I was supposed to invite the programmer to now call the minister of the word, I said, those of you that were saying my cassette has no photo of my face, pick your cassette now and check it. And they picked. And they checked, and my face was back on the cassette. And I told the media guys, can you test these cassettes in that machine? Let us see whether it is playing or not. It was put in, cassette number 1, it played. They put number 2 trial, it played. Number 3 trial, it played. I told them, go back home, I'm giving you 30 minutes. Check it in your machines, if it is playing or not playing. Those that had homes nearby, they went and put it in, and it was playing. But what was happening on the ground, Reverend?
Yes.
It is magic and sorcery.
Oh, Jesus. The devil is a
Do
liar.
you hear me?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Because that place is known for that.
Yeah.
It was a work to sabotage the work of the gospel.
My God.
And I'm told in that place people would hardly get born again. They despised salvation. Reverend, you cannot believe by Sunday the revival that took place there. Because at that point, when now the thing was playing, I now took charge and authority in the spirit. You know, when God has healed one person,
Yes.
you want God to send you to the next person.
Yes.
Pray and have them healed. My faith arose. I started destroying those powers, and the church joined me in destroying those powers. By the time we were getting to Sunday, the Lord manifested himself. So the new strand is coming as they are announcing. But I want the church to ask the Lord to increase their faith.
Yes. Yes.
I would like the church to ask the Lord to increase their faith.
Hallelujah.
Because, Reverend, the first strand, because this thing keeps changing its form, the scientists. The first strand of coronavirus that was finishing people in Italy, finishing people in Spain, finishing people in the US and even in the UK, is not the same strand there is today.
That's right. No, it's not.
And what is there right now, Reverend, is not as fatal as what was there in the beginning.
That's right.
Ask me why. Because the church is praying.
That's right.
It is the power of prayer across the world that has reduced its effect to a point whereby we are no longer locked in houses. In as much as the disease is there, but at least we can interact. And why are people going into isolation for 2 weeks and they come out recovered? Because God is doing it.
I'm wondering, Pastor Emma. Now we can speak freely on this platform. They're saying that the virus is mutating. I mean, there's a possibility that scientists are meddling with this thing and trying to make it worse than it has been, so that they can,
okay, just finish it up.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to say that for now, because my thoughts are, I'm gathering my thoughts.
You see, in the book of Job, the Bible says that he disappoints the devices of the crafty. And he makes their hands not to perform their enterprise.
That's right.
They will come up with anything. They will do whatever. God will